everybody. Welcome to It's Kim Live. Thank you guys. Everybody who's coming in is so good to see all of you. Gonna get into everything. I just want to make sure. Can you please tell me if I sound okay? Please tell me if I sound okay. I would very much appreciate that. Um, I am so happy to be here. Welcome to It's Kim Live. If you've never seen the show before, hi, I'm It's Kim, and this is where I talk about pop culture topics, and we go below the headline. We go deeper than the headline because context matters. Context matters, and that is what I do here. So here's the way the show normally works. First, I get into our main topic, and that is what is in the thumbnail or what is in the title of the video. After that, we have our halftime portion of the show where I communicate with my beautiful, 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 beautiful community of space angels who are all coming in. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. And then we have our fun section called What the What, where we look at something from around the internet that is crazy, interesting, wild, fun, all those types of things. And I haven't seen it. I have no idea what's coming. It's made by my co-pilot, producer sister, who would normally be saying hello to you all, but she is not here because she is not feeling well today. She has a really nasty cold and she is in bed on the other side of this wall. And she misses you all. She wishes she was here, but it's more important that she rests. So if you're watching on the replay, there will be chapters, there will be timestamps. You can jump around this stream to wherever you want to go, or you can just watch it in full. It was originally presented, all those good things. And I do want to ask you all to please consider liking, and subscribing. It is free and it very much helps out my channel, and I would so, so, so appreciate it. Starting off, I do want to say a massive thank you to General Scott, who just sent me a PayPal. So appreciated. Those funds go back into the channel and they help me pay for subscriptions and other equipment stuff, which I have felt this week. So thank you so much to everybody who contributes to that. I very, very, very much appreciate it. And also, I wanted to say a big, massive thank you to everyone who has donated memberships last stream. It was absolutely incredible. You guys spoiled me like crazy, and I so, so appreciate it. Now, that all being said, I'm going to do my best to keep up with the chat with you guys. Um, if I miss support, I'm so sorry. I will likely watch this through again and make sure that I haven't missed anything, but just so you guys know, like that's what's going on. I also want to right off the bat, I don't know if he's here or not. Terry, I'm sorry, I am at max volume. I am at max volume. I'm pretty sure. That's I think okay, that's up a bit. Let me know if it still sounds okay. So, um, I do want to say a massive, massive, massive thank you. And some of you in the community know him. And I'm just going to Tinkle Tits McGee. We have a show today because of him. He absolutely just jumped to my aid this morning with my sound issues. He figured out what was wrong by hearing it through somebody else's monitor. Going through a Zoom call, he figured it out and he helped me through it in the midst of me like I was having a panic attack. I was an absolute mess and he got me through it. So thank you so much to you, sir. I so so appreciate it. If we can get some love in the chat to him. Um I'm so grateful and thank you. And thank you so much, Shauna Brown. It is good to see you. It's good to see you. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. That's so kind of you. I so appreciate that. Um, yeah, so just a lot of love, a lot of good stuff. But let's get into everything. We got a lot to go over today. We got a lot to go over. So let me pull up my present screen here. Here we go. Yep. We got some news today, guys. We got some good news. We got some bad news. So here's what we're gonna go through. We have a little bit about Jennifer Lopez that I thought was kind of interesting. I wanted to share with you guys because I think it blew my mind a bit, to be honest with you. And then we have a Diddy update. Then we have an update on the investigation into Matthew Perry's passing. And then I have a little bit of a summary of what we're moving into this week with the trial that Alec Baldwin is in the center of, and it's a lot to go over. So we're gonna do it. Then we are gonna have a halftime, and then we're gonna have a what the what. Um, and I am going to do my best to get through it all. So let's go. Like now. Let's go. Okay, so this stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research, and links to the sources are in the description. There is a document. It is a source document. I do one for every month, and it shows all of the sources that I am referencing, where I get my information. So if you're questioning what I'm saying and you're wondering why I formed this opinion, you are welcome to go and check it out for yourself. Also, hi, YouTube Human Reviewer. We have tried our best to ensure that this video is appropriate according to the community guidelines. Knowing that it is live, we do the best that we can, no matter what. And we have tried to censor trigger words and things like that. So if you hear me kind of referring to things by strange wording, it's because I'm trying, YouTube. I'm trying. I'm trying. And viewers, please do not send hate to anyone, famous or not. It's not cute. We're all entitled to our opinions, but please do not do anything that would cause harm to people. You know, in real life, online, I do not support hate in any way, shape, or form. And I don't like it, so don't do it, okay? And you guys are amazing, and usually I don't see you guys getting into any of that stuff, but I feel like it is the responsible thing for me to say, and I'm sure some of you have been seeing there's just sometimes it's just drama. There's just drama, and we can be nice to each other. That's all I'm saying. We can be nice. Now, I do have to have this disclaimer as well. Sean Combs, when we talk about Diddy, has not been charged with any crime at this time, and the allegations against him have not been proven in court. Combs maintains his innocence to some of the claims alleged. Because of the Cassie video, I can't say all of the claims alleged because he apologized for it and then he took it down, so I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, Shauna, thank you. You just sent in, you've been a member for 19 months. Yes, missed this. Work's been a slog. I love the curls. Oh, thank you. We could talk about that a little bit at halftime, too, because I have a thing, and I don't know if you all saw it in the last stream. But yeah, thank you. It's so good to see you, Shauna. And so we can't claim, I can't, yeah, Sean Combs is innocent at this point, and innocent until proven guilty. And also, Alec Baldwin is innocent until proven guilty of the charges that he is on trial for, so that's important to mention as well. And the following information is speculation and opinion based upon reporting and legal documents available to the public. Let's go. All right, so Jennifer Lopez. Yes. We have heavier stories today, so I wanted to start off with something that I found kind of interesting. Jennifer Lopez has had a tough year, right? I think, like, regardless of where you sit on the pro or anti Jennifer Lopez train, she's gone through it this year. Some shady stuff from her past got exposed. The internet turned on her because of the movies she put out, and as well as other things. And I understand the frustration that people have had with her, but I do feel like it's gotten a bit out of hand. And then there's been a lot of speculation about her and her husband Ben Affleck getting a divorce, and that became massive news. And I think at this point, it's pretty obvious that their marriage is it's not doing well, or it's done. I wasn't sure if it was a publicity stunt at first. We talked about that on the show a number of weeks ago. But I really think, looking at everything, quite possibly this is a situation of two people who really wanted something to work, and they're just too different, or they're not willing to compromise. That's basically the vibe that I'm getting based on the gratuitous amounts of reporting on this situation. So over the weekend, Jennifer's vocal coach and friend, Stevie, they've known each other for like over 10 years, posted this on Instagram, and it's an image of him and Jennifer riding their bikes, and also posted an Instagram story, which is what's beside it, and the caption of that is, "Life is like riding a bicycle. In order to keep your balance, you must keep moving." And that all kind of felt a little bit cryptic, kind of calculated. But I will say, I think it is good that Jennifer has some friends around her that are trying to help her move forward. Um, but something that has really fascinated me this year, um, regardless of the backlash that she has experienced, her stuff has actually been pretty successful. So I mean, at one point, Amazon was saying that her greatest love story ever told and the This Is Me Now movie were actually doing substantially well. And I was kind of like, okay, but how much of that is hate watching, right? Like, how much of that is people being like, this is going to be so bad, I'm going to watch it so I can laugh at Jennifer Lopez. And so when her movie Atlas came out, on Netflix, I kind of started going, Okay, maybe we're looking at something similar, that this is what's going to happen. And there it was reported back in June, um, that Jennifer dominated on streaming services for the fourth time over 2 years with Atlas. So her last four movies have dominated on streaming platforms. And I was a little bit unsure about this because sometimes I think streaming numbers that get reported, it's hard to know, right? I will say, oh, thank you, Michael Nothing, for the 5 gifted memberships. That's very kind of you. I so appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friend. It's good to see you. Um, so I was skeptical, though. I think that's fair. Put a one in the chat if you know what I mean with the streaming numbers being sus. So Nielsen, which is a massive, massive company that does a lot of information gathering and stuff, they put out their numbers. Now, it takes about a month for their numbers to come out, okay? And I was seeing kind of an article of people being like, how many people watched Jennifer Lopez's film? Guys, a lot of people watched this movie. So this is the streaming top 10. So this is across all platforms, and it includes television and movies. Okay? So, what you can see here, this is for the dates of May 27th to June 2nd. This is the most up to date information that Nielsen has. And as you can see, Atlas on Netflix is fourth of everything. Everything in the United States. This absolutely blew my mind. So, the only things ahead of it are Bridgerton, Bluey, and Grey's Anatomy. Now, I think most of you probably know what Bridgerton is. It's a show on Netflix. Grey's Anatomy is a show, ABC. It's been on forever and ever and ever. There's like, I don't know, 20 seasons at this point. It's just insane. There's so much content. Bridgerton has multiple seasons. And Bluey is a children's show that is on Disney Plus. And if you are a parent, you are likely very aware, or grandparent, you're likely very aware of what Bluey is. I am very aware of what Bluey is because of my nieces. I've watched a lot of Bluey. And Bluey's kind of one of those shows that people just put on in the background and let it go. And they just go. So the fact that Atlas is kind of fighting with these is pretty wild. So I isolated it to just movies. Yeah, if you guys can see that, that's literally Atlas beat Dune Part 2. So that is 1,081 million minutes watched of Atlas. So here is kind of my point. We know that the streaming information that we get is kind of odd. Nielsen, however, is a massive company worth billions of dollars, and they survey a lot of people to get these numbers. I think even though a lot of people don't like Jennifer, she's still a bankable celebrity. She's not canceled. Like she is going to get through this. I really do believe she's going to make it through. Um and I'm hoping that maybe this is going to be one of these situations where maybe this will affect the way that she puts out media moving forward. But yeah, Jennifer Lopez isn't going anywhere, guys. And this makes more sense now why Netflix just signed a massive deal with her. Because I was sitting there a couple weeks ago when that news broke going like, why would they why would any streaming service right now want to work with Jennifer? Which is part of why I'm thinking, as much as like, and I saw your message, Michael Nothing, you remember for 11 months. You're almost at your 1 PA, saying I call massive BS on that one. I totally understand. But Netflix isn't going to spend millions of dollars on a deal with Jennifer Lopez if they're not seeing those returns. And they would have seen that at that point. So I'm just putting that out there, and that's why I said this may be a win for JLO. She may have gotten a win. She may have gotten a win. I love you guys talking about Bluey. I love Bluey. For those of you that love Bluey, I love Muffin. Muffin is my favorite in the entire world. I love Muffin. If you like Bluey, put your favorite character. Let me know. It's it's such a wholesome show, guys. Honestly, like it's one show with my nieces. I have no problem watching because it's so funny and it's so sweet. I will watch Bluey over any other kid show any day. Exactly, Katie Artist. I am the flamingo queen. 100%. Okay. So we then have to move on to our heavier topics now that we've talked about Jennifer Lopez and Bluey. Um, okay, let me get you up here. Now into Diddy. So there has been some Diddy news and we're going to get into it. I warn you all that we will be briefly discussing some SA and ST. And for those of you that don't know what ST is, it is in the vein of SA, but it involves a word that could be described as many, 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 many cars. So it's going to be bleeped out with cars. And I hope we're on the same page with that one. So I've done my best to keep it appropriate, but we will be talking about it a bit just to give you some warning. So to start, Diddy returned to Instagram after wiping everything clean, and I mean, including his apology to Cassie, right? Like that's gone. Although I do believe it's still up on X. I think he lost his X password. I don't know what's going on over there, but whatever. He posted a video of himself getting onto his private jet, which I'm pretty sure was just a distraction because officially now, NBC News has confirmed that a federal grand jury is hearing evidence as a part of their criminal investigation into Combs. Now, we've known off the record that there's been a federal grand jury for a while. I've heard it's kind of one of those things, it's like not, it hasn't been official, but enough people have been talking that it's like, yeah, that's very likely happening, and it's probably happening, and yeah, it's happening, and now we know without a shadow of a doubt that there is a federal criminal investigation, and people are going before a grand jury right now with evidence, and the investigation is ongoing. So, yeah, there's no doubt about that anymore whatsoever. This is serious, and it does include pretty nasty charges potentially on the table. Um, so we're gonna go through this article on People with you and see what you guys think. So, Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly the target of a federal criminal investigation that is going to be looking into his S beep beep car allegations, ST. According to NBC News, the music mogul's legal team was notified by federal authorities in the Southern District of New York last week that he is the focus of an ongoing investigation, per two sources familiar with Combs' legal troubles. Okay? So he knows too. His lawyers have been notified. Some insiders claim that a federal jury is currently hearing evidence as a part of the investigation, but there's not yet any confirmation that formal charges will be brought, and we're not going to know that for a bit, in all honesty. News of an alleged investigation into Combs, 54, comes on the heels of another ST, an assault lawsuit that was filed against him on Wednesday, July 3rd. According to court documents obtained by People, former adult film star Adriel English, I believe is their name, alleged that the producer SA'd and ST'd her for years during the white parties he hired her to work at in the Hamptons, New York, and Miami residences. Now, I'm going to be blunt with you guys. I have that lawsuit. It is over 100 pages long. 100 pages. So I've got a lot to look through, but I've been having to focus on a few other stories, so it hasn't been at the top of my list. I also know this is going to be kind of one of these cases where I think people are going to look at it with a lot of speculation because she is an adult performer and does work in, I'm going to say, adult work. And I want to say I understand why there is that skepticism. However, some of the things I have heard that happen at Diddy's FOs, as they're called, I could imagine that maybe there were things asked of her that she would not have consented to. And at that point, it's not okay. It's not okay. And it's it's a pretty it looks like it's a lot, so I will do my best to look at it, but I am having to focus on a few other things right now. But yes, we now have, I believe this is the 10th civil lawsuit against Mr. Combs for SA related issues. Now, Jonathan Davis, a lawyer for Combs, responded to the new accusation in a statement to People that read, "No matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never SA'd or ST'd anyone." Now, this statement, I don't know, anybody who follows me on Instagram, you would have seen this, because when this story dropped last week, I did post about it in my stories, and I shared some of this statement, and I was like, okay, no matter how many times Diddy's team denies that he never SA'd or ST'd anybody, we also have to remember that he denied that, or he said that all of the allegations against him were untrue. Right? So we're going to get into that in a minute, I think, in this article as well. So the statement went on to say, "We live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason without any proof. Fortunately, a fair and impartial judicial process exists to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident that he will prevail against these and other baseless claims in court." Because yes, Combs denied all allegations against him in a statement obtained by People, saying, "Enough is enough." And this was what he put on his Instagram and his X as well, saying, "For the last couple weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character and destroy my reputation and legacy." Now, this would have also included the charges, or not charges, but what was alleged from Cassie, in which, in this lawsuit, she detailed a situation where she was aid in a hallway of a hotel trying to escape. So next thing we know, 6 months later, a surveillance video from 2016 surfaced showing Combs physically A-ing Cassie. Oh. So this is what I mean. Mr. Attorney, this might be a time for you just to stop. Just my opinion. Just stop. Just stop, because we're not stupid. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if some of the things that have been claimed against Diddy are incorrect. We've got a lot of claims right now, like a lot of claims. So I would not be shocked in the least if some of it is garbage. However, this right here is proof that, in like, and I want to say it like Kendrick, like over and over again, you lied. You lied. Diddy lied. And if you lie to me about something that you did that was terrible, I I can hear producer sister yelling, "You lied!" Because she's watching in the other room. I love you. Just being like, if you lie about something like that, and then you sit in your, like, I don't know where you were in the apology video, Mr. Diddy, of just being like, "It's really hard to reflect on the hardest times in your life, and sometimes you gotta do that." Like, there was no, it was all just, I had to go to rehab. I had to go do this. I had to, I don't care. I really don't care. You lied. I don't believe you. You lied. Ta-da! So, anyway, yeah, exactly, producer sister. Why you always lying? Stop lying. So, that's where we're at with Diddy right now, and I will do my best to go through it, but I've had to focus my attention on other stories that are coming out, and yeah, things just continue to get worse for Diddy. So yeah, now we got to move on. We have an update on Matthew Perry. Now, Page Six has put up a huge article on Saturday about the investigation. Now, this is just my opinion, speculation, things I've seen with my own eyeballs. I don't know what it is, but I've noticed that Page Six tends to get some exclusives that I believe, based on their reporting, are coming from legal connections. So I'm guessing maybe that's part of where this has come from. So, sorry, my lips are really dry. Give me 1 second. This lip gloss is amazing. It tingles. All right. So, the Matthew Perry OD probe is poised now to expose Hollywood's substance dealing underground as the LAPD preps for possible manslaughter charges. So, just yes, the Chaos Street. I have seen what Charlotte Dobre announced, and I'm very happy for her. It was great. Um, so here we go. We're gonna go through this together. This is some of the article. It was very long. There were parts of it I did not include because I felt like it was repeat information or it wasn't relevant. But the source to the original article is in the source document. You are welcome to go there and take a look. So Matthew Perry's passing is poised to expose a seedy underbelly of Hollywood substance dealing, with some well-known names caught up in the investigation to the Friends star's fatal K overdose. Page 6 is told the LAPD, which is overseeing the criminal investigation in conjunction with the U.S., I have to say, Substance Enforcement Administration and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, is now preparing for a press conference to announce possible charges, which could even include involuntary manslaughter. Now, I've also just seen manslaughter thrown around, so I don't know what it's going to end up being, but we'll see. Aside from Charlie Sheen's ex-wife Brooke Mueller, who has been quizzed by cops about her friendship to Perry, but has not been accused of any wrongdoing, we have learned the identity of an actress who has become embroiled in the investigation. So we have another celebrity that has now been brought in. The B-list star was very close to Perry for many years, and the pair even appeared on screen together. They also posed for a photo together at the office of a doctor who is understood to prescribe K. Now, I have done digging to try to find this photo, and if anyone has figured out who this person is, I have not seen it. Um, but I'm guessing maybe it is sealed due to the investigation, but I'm sure we will be finding out who this other actress is soon. Um, Denise has been a member for 13 months, saying, 13 months, Team Odd! Love you, Space Angels. We love you too. Thank you so much, Denise. And you have your one, and it is lovely. I appreciate it. And yes, Team Odd. You guys are hilarious. Um, let's keep going. And get back to my space. Here we go. Okay. When reached this week, so page 6 called the doctor's office that they posed in front of in this photo. Gotta love page 6. So when reached this week, the doctor's office told us they have never seen Perry as a patient, adding, "We are not talking with law enforcement about any cases at this time." So who knows if there's a connection to that? I don't know. But yeah, this is fun. Cops may target the actress's cell phone. As a source told In Touch magazine, "I am 100% sure the feds will find text messages between the two that will expose a lot of information that could help their investigation." Former CIA and FBI Special Agent Tracy Waldler told Page 6 multiple people could be charged, explaining how there has been a huge explosion in substance rings using mail fraud, sending prescription medication by post, which is a federal offense. Yeah. Intent is going to be the question, she said. They obviously knew what they were doing was wrong by, dispensing substances that they shouldn't have been dispensing. However, did they actively know that by procuring it, that it would end his life? Wadler said there could be involuntary manslaughter charges, which can lead to a sentence of up to 5 years behind bars, but no M charges since Perry took the K himself. So this is the way that the charges are going to kind of look, if that makes sense. Using the mail to commit a crime is more common than you would think, said Walder. People pay a heap of money to buy substances. Some get legal prescriptions for K and maybe has a $20 copay on insurance and then decides to sell the prescription for 10K because this junkie needs it and they know he has the money. There is big money to be made. So, there are whole networks. It's really disturbing. It is now easier to get substances by mail than fake an identity. That's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. It is incredibly sad. I feel for Matthew Perry, but people that fed off of his weaknesses are problematic. And I would love to see some kind of felony conviction for the people that were procuring the substances for him, something that is going to stick with them for the rest of their lives. Marty Singer, the veteran Hollywood attorney who worked with Perry for decades and still works alongside his estate, told Page Six, so this is directly from his estate. I dealt with Matthew shortly before he passed, and he seemed completely clean, but I did have a concern when I heard about his use of K. Anyone who was involved in the inappropriate utilization of K for Matthew should be prosecuted. Despite reports that Perry's stepdad, Keith Morrison, remember we talked about this, the In Touch article? The legendary host of NBC's true crime show, his stepfather, um, is working with the investigation. Morrison himself told Page Six this week that is rubbish. The very thought that I am working with the investigation is nonsense. So that kind of got debunked. Or maybe he can't. I don't know. Take that as you will. All right. Now, the passing of his stepson has certainly taken a toll on Morrison, who is married to Perry's mother, Susan Morrison. It's with you every day. It's with you all the time, he told Hoda on the Today Show back in March. Perry was found unresponsive in a jacuzzi, all that type of stuff. Morrison was photographed arriving at the scene that night with his wife. It's especially not easy for his mom, Morrison said. Towards the end of his life, they were closer than I had seen them in decades, and texting each other constantly, and him sharing things with her that most middle-aged men don't share with their mothers. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner coroner said that the levels of K in Perry's body were high, in the range that is used for general anesthesia during surgery. So that's part of the issue that we're having, right? Is the volume. The volume is very high. Although he had been on K infusion therapy, the last known session didn't contribute to his passing since it was about a week and a half before he passed. And the former federal prosecutor that they spoke to said a lot of doctors swear by K, but it is an abused party substance. It gives euphoria and it is dissociative. You can party with it and detach from reality. It was originally a horse tranquilizer. Only veterinarians used it. Right before the pandemic, it became popular. The autopsy report listed his drowning. He had a heart issue, and then he had another medication he was taking that was used to treat opioid use disorder. So, a source who knew Perry for decades told us that although he had seemed sober and alert during phone calls before his passing, when Matthew passed, I knew right away that before it came out, that Kay was behind it, said the source. So, I think there definitely were people who were concerned about Matthew's usage of this medication. That seems to be very clear. But again, it's a really hard thing to kind of navigate because it was prescribed to him and it was helpful to him. And a lot of doctors think that it is a very good medication. But the issue here is the volume. It's the volume. And did he know he was taking that much? It doesn't sound like he did. So, this source, again, who has known him for decades, said I was very close with him. And when he started on K, he told me, this is fantastic. He wanted to go into business with some guy. And obviously, this guy was giving him as much as he wanted. But you cannot do that with an addict. It was terrible. I think he was able to get it without even seeing a doctor. It was like Anna Nicole Smith. The source pointed out that LA is filled with Dr. Feelgoods who will administer narcotics to known addicts. So the whole thing is so sad. At the time of his passing, Perry, who rose to fame as the wisecracking Chandler Bing and Friends, was believed to have a live-in nursing team, plus an executive assistant, Kenny, thought to be the person who found him. There was also a security team. Perry told the New York Times that he had spent about $9 million in his recovery attempts, including 15 stints in rehab. He's also believed to have met Charlie Sheen's ex, Brooke, in rehab. Now, Sheen got custody of their 14-year-old twin sons, Max and Bob, in January as Mueller continues her struggle with sobriety. Page Six understands that she has been living in a sober facility in Malibu. Through Mueller, though Mueller was not handcuffed or arrested, authorities did seize an iPhone and a laptop from her. Its sources have told In Touch she is adamant she has nothing to do with Perry's passing. When asked about her friendship with Perry's involvement in the police investigation, her brother, so they reached out to her brother, Scott Mueller told us, I can't really talk about it without Brooke's permission. All right. Attorney Gregory J. Pedrick, who has represented Charlie for years, told In Touch, I believe Ms. Mueller's past choices may have put her in a position to provide some incidental anecdotal background to the authorities investing Mr. Perry's death, and nothing more. Jennifer Aniston recently broke down in tears while talking about him to Variety, while Courtney Cox told CBS in May, he visits me a lot, if we believe that, she added, before sharing, I talked to my mom, dad, Matthew. I feel like there are a lot of people that I think, that guide us. I do sense. Yeah. I sense Matthew is around for sure. So that is what we know right now about Matthew. I'm interested in finding out who this other celebrity is. Because it definitely does sound like they were close. I am happy to see some people speaking on the record to set certain things straight because there's going to be a lot of speculation about this story. But as I said at the beginning of this show, we go into context. And if I see something that directly counters something I have already talked about, I want to bring it to your attention. So that's where we are. And I am just hoping that this press conference happens soon and we will know what the heck is going on moving forward. So, again, I know there's a lot of people that have opinions, but to me, hearing that Matthew wanted so badly to be able to beat this disease that he struggled with, I think Matthew would be really happy to see that these things are being investigated and that maybe this will bring meaningful change in LA. So I'll keep you guys posted, but we got to move on to our last story, which is what I told you guys I would be doing last week, which is a basic overview of Alec Baldwin and how we got here. So, the Associated Press has put together a great article. Again, not using all of it. If you want to read all of it, you are welcome to go check it out in the source doc. So, yes, Alec Baldwin is about to go on trial in the passing of cinematographer. And here are the things to know. So, to be clear, there's pretrial stuff today. Jury selection starts tomorrow. We're supposed to be hearing opening statements Wednesday. Now, here's my thing. This story has kind of been like everywhere, and I would assume in New Mexico it was also everywhere. And I think a lot of people have opinions about Alec Baldwin, whether they be positive or negative. I think finding this jury is gonna be tough. That's my opinion. I am hopeful that we will have opening statements on Wednesday. I'm not convinced. I'll put it that way. But they may prove me wrong. Maybe they'll be really good. People will just come in and the right people will fall into place. Who knows? But we're likely starting with opening statements on Wednesday, and then the trial is going to go through the end of this week as well as next week. So that is the plan, and all of this is going to be broadcasted publicly. So I have the feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of coverage on this. So to start off with what is most important, who is Helena Hutchinson? Hutchins, who was 42 when she passed away, was the cinematographer, and she was on the rise and a mother of a young son when she passed away. She grew up in a remote Soviet military base and worked on documentary films in Eastern Europe before studying film in Los Angeles and embarking on a promising movie-making career. So she was, from what I have seen of people speaking about her, she was an incredible woman. And her loss is felt by many. And I think there's a lot of drama and things like in cases like this, but ultimately, what this is about is Helena. And I think we need to remember that as we keep going, that a young boy has lost his mom, And it never should have happened. It never should have happened, and the people responsible need to be held accountable for what happened here. So, nearly 3 years after cinematographer Helena Hutchins was, and I am going to have to use trigger words, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. There will be the use of pew pew in here likely, um, and I will do my best. So, Alec Baldwin is going to trial over her passing, and here are the essential things to know. What charge does Alec face? The actor is about to enter a New Mexico courtroom for the first time since October 21st, 2021 incident. So I'm going to have to refer to it. He is charged with felony involuntary manslaughter. If a jury unanimously convicts him, he could get 18 months in prison. Baldwin, the star and co producer of the Western, which was called Rust, was pointing a revolver at Hutchins during a rehearsal in a small church on the movie set at Bonanza Creek Ranch when the pew pew went off, ending her life and wounding director Joel Souza. There was one bullet discharged, and it went through Helena and then into Joel. Baldwin has said he pulled back the hammer, but not the trigger, and the revolver went off. So that is what he's saying. Two major themes will predominate, one large and one small: the chaotic atmosphere of the movie set and the details of the Italian-made classic revolver that Baldwin pointed at Hutchins. It has never been officially determined who brought the live rounds that killed Hutchins onto the set. Prosecutors at the previous trial of Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed alleged that she was responsible. She was convicted of involuntary manslaughter and sentenced to the same 18 months in prison Baldwin faces. Now, I have been doing my best to watch as much of that trial as possible. I have to say, I haven't watched all of it yet. I am obviously aware of how it ends, and I have seen the sentencing. I truly believe that this case, that the passing of Helena Hutchins, is a shared responsibility between three people. And only two of them are standing trial. Because the third one pleaded, I believe, no contest or something like that, and was given 6 months probation. I have a lot of feelings about that, and I will probably vent about that quite a bit through this trial. This was a storm of incompetence and failure after incompetence and failure. And I do believe that Hannah does deserve to be in prison for these 18 months. And Baldwin probably does too. But I am interested to hear his defense. So, what jurors must decide? Prosecutors have two alternative standards for proving the charge. One is based on the negligent use of a pew pew, and the other is proving beyond a reasonable doubt that Baldwin acted with total disregard or indifference for the safety of others. Despite the legal and technical complexities of the case, 12 citizens of Santa Fe County that will make up the jury will have to reach just one verdict: guilty or not guilty on one single count. How long is the trial expected to last? Well, the trial at the First Judicial District Court of New Mexico, about 20 miles northeast of the movie set and shooting, is projected to last 9 days. Judge Mary Marlowe Summer insists that she will keep the lawyers in line and on schedule. I'll believe it when I see it. That's all I'm saying. Jury selection begins Tuesday, as I said, with opening statements expected Wednesday, as we talked about. And the projected end is the following Friday. Once the jurors get the case, however, they can deliberate as long as needed. I think it is important to mention that the verdict for Hannah was made within hours of the jury being dismissed to deliberations. It was quick. It was really, really fast. So I don't know. We'll see. Alec's defense. Baldwin will bring with him an elite legal team of mostly New York-based attorneys, many of them Harvard Law graduates, from the firm of Quinn Emanuel Urquhart, I hope, and I said it right, and Sullivan. Alex Spiro, a 41-year-old defense attorney who has represented Elon Musk, Megan Thee Stallion, and other prominent figures, has become among the most sought-after lawyers in the country, will give aggressive cross-examination to the state witnesses. The defense will try to show that it is not the job of an actor to make sure real rounds are not in their firearm, a position strongly supported by Baldwin's union, the Screen Actors Guild, America Federation of Television and Radio Artists. Baldwin said in an interview with ABC News and implied in interviews with authorities that he never pulled the trigger. Now, here is something that I think is important to keep in mind when we're talking about this trial. As I said, there are 3 individuals I personally, my opinion, my speculation, believe are responsible for this whole situation. And the one person who got the deal and took the probation, I believe, was in charge of safety on set. And Alec on set would have been primarily focused on his role as the title character of this film. I understand a bit of the logic here, because this never would have happened if the live ammo hadn't ended up on set. This never would have happened if they had a proper armorer. This never would have happened if safety checks were done. How much of that fault is on Baldwin? I think that's going to be a really interesting thing to see, and I do see some gray area there. His lawyers will also attack the pew pew evidence. Oh gosh, here we go. And the serious damage done to the revolver during an FBI test, they say, amounted to the destruction of evidence and left the defense no chance to examine it. So the FBI took, the weapon, broke it, so the defense couldn't do their own testing. And that was that. I don't care how much you don't like Alec Baldwin. I feel like if you are accused of something like this, you should have the right to have your team and your experts that you choose to come in be able to go over the evidence like this. This was messed up, in my opinion, big time. Because it's basically like now they're saying, well, we tested it. We tested your theory that you didn't pull the trigger, and we think that it's not accurate. We still think you pulled the trigger, and too bad, so sad. You can't have it now. Bye. Like, I would be mad. I would be so mad. And I honestly think this is gonna be one of those things, right? That is really gonna dominate this trial of where people sit on this specific piece of evidence. Now, pew pew experts for the prosecution who testified at the Gutierrez Reed trial are returning to the witness stand over objections by Baldwin to testify about his handling of the pew pew and whether the pew pew was functioning properly. And they may press witnesses over whether Hutchins received proper medical treatment between the incident and the declaration of her passing at the hospital. So, prosecution team, the Santa Fe County District Attorney, Mary Carmack Altwies, I believe, appointed Carrie Morrissey as the special prosecutor in the Baldwin case in early 2023 after her predecessor stepped down because of conflicts of interest. Morrissey promptly had the indictment against Baldwin dismissed, but revived it in January of this year by a grand jury. Both moves came from further examination of the evidence, she said. Morrissey graduated from the University of New Mexico and its law school and practiced law in Albuquerque for more than 20 years. New Mexico criminal defense attorney Erlinda Johnson joined Morrissey's team in April. The trial could bring a culture clash between the team of attorneys, as fiery hearings and filings have already shown. And I think one thing I want to bring up with that I've noticed as I've been watching through the Russ trial with Hannah. And I absolutely will. All hail the queen. Emily D. Baker has done incredible coverage. on this trial, as she does incredible coverage with freaking everything. Um, but one thing that really got her that I noticed was that the chief medical examiner declared Helena's passing as accidental. Now, normally these classifications they have nothing to do with intent. It's how. How did they pass away? And any way you slice it or dice it, Helena passed away at the hands of another person. Another person's action, position, whatever you want to believe in that moment, if you believe Alec didn't pull it or whatever, she passed due to someone else's actions. At that point, it is normally considered a homicide. But this chief medical examiner looked at other things to come to her conclusion. This is probably a really good thing for the defense team with Alec Baldwin, but it does seem like a bit of a cultural weird thing, for lack of, I don't know how to word it. Like, it's just that would not be the normal thing that would happen. And I did see a number of people be like, this is garbage. This is garbage. But culture and the location of the trial matters. And ultimately, the jury is from New Mexico. They have to work with a jury from New Mexico, not New York. So I totally understand what this sentence is saying, in the sense that there could be cultural clashes between these teams, and it could reflect differently on the jury. So we will see. Now, Morrissey and Spiro in particular have butted heads often. I'm not going to sit here and be called a liar, she said during one moment at a May hearing, and will likely do the same and provide some drama during the proceedings. The prosecutors will continue to convince jurors that as a producer, and the most important person on set, Baldwin brought a recklessness to the production, and that as an actor, he was negligent with handling his pew-pew. Now, who is expected to testify? The crew members inside of the small church building who became eyewitnesses to Hutchinson's passing will provide the trial's most essential testimony. They will include director Joel, who himself was wounded by the bullet from Baldwin's pew-pew, and the assistant director David Halls. The film's assistant director, who some said was responsible for the incident, but pleaded no contest to the negligent handling of a pew-pew. This is the other individual. I got issues with this. The more I find out about this case, I got issues with this. A lot of them. But I'm sure we will get into all of those through the trial proceedings. Zach Sneesby, a crew member who was holding the boom microphone during rehearsal, will testify that he saw Baldwin pull the trigger of the pew-pew. Prosecutors said in court filings, making him potentially the most important witness of all. The prosecutors may also call Gutierrez Reed to the stand, but Marlo Summer rejected an immunity deal they wanted to give her. Jurors will hear testimony from experts who allege that the pew-pew was working properly and could not have fired without pulling the trigger. But again, we don't have that weapon to test that. Now, the defense doesn't. And wouldn't it be in the best interests of the prosecution for it, to be working fine? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And Baldwin himself can take the stand in his defense, but he doesn't have to. His attorneys have not said what he will do. All right. So that's what we know. And it's a lot. And I appreciate you guys on that ride with me. I think there's going to be a lot here as we continue. I don't get the feeling. I know there are people that are nervous that this is going to be really boring. I don't think it's going to be boring. I really don't, because there is a lot of emotion that is going to be in that courtroom, and a lot of people that are mad and that are very, justified in that anger. And this also is a case that is going to shape the way movies are made moving forward. This is a very significant trial when it comes to pop culture and the future of how our entertainment is going to be produced. There were so many questions through Hannah's trial that I could not believe even had to be asked. Like asking Hannah, are you safety trained? We should never even be in a position where that is a question. So I am going to be following this. I think I have said previously on the channel, and if you had not heard me talk about it, I will be streaming over on Popcorn Planet while the trial is on. So that being said, my streams on this channel for the next few weeks are going to be a bit different. I can't stream here at normal time because court will be in session. But I will do my best to connect with you guys on this channel. I think as we go, we'll figure out where it's going to work out. But you are absolutely welcome to come and join me over on Popcorn Planet because we're going to be streaming the whole darn thing. I'm so ready. We're going to stream it all. So, with that, that is our main stories for today. And we are in halftime. Thank you guys so much for being here and sticking through all that. I so appreciate it. I am going to ask again, please consider liking, subscribing, all of those good things. I am going to double check here quickly. Did I miss anything? No, I'm up to date. Good. Good, good. And it looks like we have had 15 gifted memberships today so far. Thank you guys so much. It is so incredibly appreciated. I love you guys. And yeah. Oh, Katie is asking for a Lacey break. I will see if she's willing. Give me a second. Oh, she jumped right up. Do you want to come over and see everyone? She doesn't have her collar on. But that's okay. Do you want to say anything? You seemed like you wanted to come over. Or do you just want to look? You just want to look. This is Lacey, if you've never seen her before. She is one of my dogs. I love her. She's my best friend. And she's amazing. And she's been amazing all morning. Yeah, aren't you? Yeah, I know. Everyone loves you too. Everybody loves you too. Okay, no burps, no yawns, no special noises, just licks. Okay, okay. Now you're going to be with me through streaming most of this too, eh? You're going to be here. She'll be with me. I don't know how much she'll be on screen because I very much feel like when I'm on Popcorn, I'm in someone else's house and good girl. And I don't make the rules. So if, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. All right. Good girl, Lacey. Good girl. And I think I missed here. Shauna, did you just give 10 more memberships? Was very kind of you. Thank you so much. So we're up to 25, which is incredible. Thank you very, very much. Jackie Swan has been a member for 8 months. Much love to all in this amazing community. Much love to you. Thank you for choosing us. And King Bob just gifted a membership. So that takes us to 26, right? So we're team even. We're team even, King Bob. We're It's okay, King Bob. It's going to be okay. Because there's another one. Yeah, now we're back to team odd. So that's 27. Okay, we are team odd. We're team odd. It's okay. You guys are so funny. I don't even know why you guys like picked a side. It was so random, but it's entertaining to me. I'm happy with it. And it invites more people to the table, so I'm down. Dreadnought, we do not need to do another 100. You guys spoiled me last week. My goodness. I so appreciate it, but my goodness, it is okay. It is okay. Oh, Rando has been a member for 11 months. It's my 1st Eve month. Yes, it is. You're almost at your 1st. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, Teresa, thank you. You just said your hair looks beautiful today. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna plug this. I'm gonna plug it. Hang on 1 second. So last week I did share something with you guys that was new. Let me open up a window here and bring it over. So, Katie, I need your hair type first. Mine is very fine and very straight. I do have thick, coarse, curly hair. My hair needs a ridiculous amount of moisture. Okay? Like it's ridiculous. It needs so much conditioner. It's sad. So I did actually put kind of in the list that you may not need as much as what I put in. But I will say the heatless curler thingy is great. Hairspray, bit of curl cream, you're probably good to go. It's a good time. I enjoy it. Yeah, Lisa Boo said I use the heatless curls too. It's great. It's great, and it's so much faster for me to get ready in the morning. So I really wanted to take advantage of that while I was while we were moving into the trial thing. So that was kind of the idea. Salmon Bake asked, "How was the concert?" Janet Jackson on Wednesday. It was great. It was fantastic. um, I don't want to say too much because I want producer sister to share her input as well. But I will share. The show opened with Nelly. It happened. He did open the show. It was interesting. It was very interesting. But Janet herself was fantastic. It was a great show. We had a lot of fun. I would recommend going to see her. I had a lot of fun. Yes, she played my song. Yes, I have clips of it. Did I scream like an idiot? Absolutely, I did. And it was very sweet to see. She did also perform Scream, um, which did include video of Michael, and it was really nice to hear the support in the arena for him as well. Um, very emotional moment, very emotional moment for me, and very special. So that's I will say that. So that was good. Just checking in with you guys. Let me see. Do. Um, Melier just said, "I'm like you, Kim. Well, I'm gonna look at that Amazon list now. My hair and humidity don't go together." Oh no, they hate each other. They hate each other. They do. They do. Oh my goodness. Okay, Katie, Kim vented a bit about Nelly. I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't want to say too much. But producer sister and I felt like at one point it could have been a drinking game. Um, I also was very sad, and I may share a clip of this in members only. For some reason, I guess because it was Apple Bottoms, Nelly played a short bit of Low, which I have previously said on this show. I believe that Low, Apple Bottom Jeans, Boots with the Fur, that is, in my opinion, the millennial national anthem. There is, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like we all know it. We all know it. We are aware of how silly it is, and we don't care. It's fun. We all get low. We get low. Our knees hurt now, but we try. Producer sister just said you would have been hammered in 10 minutes. Yeah, so we'll share that more with you guys later. But they only like there was this very short clip of Low, and then it was over, and I was like, no, put Low back on. Why? Why did you stop? I was sad. I was very sad. But yeah, I think producer sister and I were just happy we got to see All Night Don't Stop by Janet Jackson. That was it. We were so happy. Yeah. Love you guys laughing about this of Low. I'm sorry, but it is. It is. I don't know how else to put it. Yeah, Denise just said, yes, OMG, school dances were hotter than adult clubs. Kyle, last time I got Low, I nearly broke my back. I mean, they did actually play that at Andy's wedding, and I did try to go low, and I'm like, I can't go any lower. This isn't gonna happen. If I go any lower, I'm not getting up. I'm gonna live there now. Boots with the fur, with the fur. I love Average Supreme and Silky both of them like the same time. Boots with the fur. Get Sarah B. I can't get low because this 33-year-old wouldn't be able to get back up without assistance. Exactly. Exactly. But we know. Baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. With the straps. We've all been there. I can't help it. I can't help it. A Dreadnought never skip leg day. No! Leave me be. Well, you guys, we do have a What the What. if you guys are ready to go into that, unless anybody has any other questions or stuff, anything you want to say, send in. This is my time to communicate with you guys because I love you. I love you. Well, at least we try, though. Yeah, I know. We try. We try. Kyle, stop! I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh, I think, yeah. I had a moment at Andy's wedding because they played Low and then they played Soulja Boy. I can't believe how much of that I remembered. That was a blast from the past. The Superman. Always remember that. Uh. Oh, Nicole just said when I hear Get Low, I think of people going under a horizontal pole. Yeah, like Limbo. But yeah. I love everybody's just like, I'm not getting back up. I'm not getting back up. But yeah, exactly. I wanted Low to go back on. And I will say I did yell one other thing out at Nelly, and it was that I yelled, "Why didn't you text Kelly back?" Because he played Dilemma. And I don't know if you guys actually, this is fun. I can share this with you guys. This is a little What the What in itself if you are not aware of this lovely moment in pop culture history that lives in my mind rent free. So, Kelly Rowland was featured with Nelly. They did a song called Dilemma a number of years ago. It was very, very popular. I'm sure many of you know it. There is a shot in the video where Kelly is texting, her man. And when she texts him, we see a close-up of the screen of this old Nokia phone. I'm going to put it up here. So it's literally, "Where are you at? Holla, where are you?" And I don't know how many of you guys recognize what program that is, but that is Microsoft Excel. So I just yelled, like, "Why didn't you text her back?" Because this is just kind of one of those moments. I can't believe they didn't change it. I can't believe they didn't fix it. They could have filmed like a little moment of just something different or cut to different footage. Like, how did they not see this during editing? I have so many questions. Let me know if you've never seen that before. Dreadnought, why is Excel on that phone? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. We were all using MSN at that point or texting, right? We were using MSN Messenger. We have so many questions. I had so many questions. It was such a moment. And yeah, and I know Kelly has talked about it. Like, she laughs about it now and everything. But it's just kind of one of those moments where I just look at the editing team and I'm like, how dare you? You all knew exactly what you were doing. You knew. Because music videos in general, from my understanding, they are so planned. It's like insane. They are miniature movies. The shoots are always super duper long and very stressful, and every frame is basically planned. Things don't happen by accident in music videos for the most part. I have so many questions. But yes, our flip-up phones with those keyboards, everyone. That's what you had in your pocket when you went to the club. In your apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur. Yep. Yep. But that was a moment. That was a moment. Put a 1 in the chat if you've never seen that before, if you didn't know. Because I just remember when I found out about that, I could not stop laughing. But I really wasn't interested in Nelly music. So, like, literally, if a video of his came on TV, I changed the channel. But that was just me. That was just me. That was just me. And it's no shade to him. His stuff was just really not my style. Grills didn't really, you know, it wasn't something I put on my mixtapes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But that is the lovely Excel Kelly Rowland joke. It's pretty great. All right. So, what the what? Let's do what the what. Let's do what the what. Let's go. Let's go. So going back into my Microsoft suite, we're going to go back to PowerPoint here. So, producer sister just wanted to say this was a request from Adore Art. Well, thank you very much. I am excited. It is looking at people trying to sell mirrors is our new favorite thing. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Because I'm not. I'm not ready. I am not ready. Okay. Haunted mirror. This is like a Kijiji ad type thing. I mean, I get it. I sympathize. I sympathize. It's hard to film a mirror, right? So you have to do your best. And I guess she didn't want, or he or whoever didn't want the internet to know who they were. Fair enough. But did you have to do it like that? Like, you could have fuzzed out your face or something. I'm sorry. Oh, 10 points for cuteness. Oh, that's how you do it. I approve. I approve. That is amazing. That is amazing. Good dog. Good boy or good girl or good puppy. I love dogs looking at themselves in mirrors. Our dog Scoot, the one who unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, he loved to play with mirrors, and he would like paw at himself or those types of things. It was adorable. It was so cute, so cute. Artsy mirror for sale photo. I mean, A for F, like effort was done here. You can just see a little bit. You see this guy? It's better than the ghost. It's better than the ghost. The only thing is, it's a little hard to like look at the frame and really be able to see all the detail. But yes, artistic. Very artistic. Let me see. Yeah, Sarai's like the best picture. Yeah, with the puppy, right? I don't think there's gonna be a better one than that. This is how you sell a mirror right here. No complaints. All right. Won't be driving anytime soon anyway. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Is that a neck brace? Oh, dude, I hope you're feeling better. Wow. That sucks. I have questions. There's a story here. There is a story. I love how you guys are like, it's art. Art, 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 art. Did someone mention art? Like fashion? Like fashion? Is it fashion?
It's fashion meets. It's fashion. It's excuse me.
It's fashion. It's fashion. All right. Hiding your identity, level 100. What? Is that your foot? Is that a foot? Chat, please tell. That is a foot, right? That's the wrong website, sweetie. That's the wrong. You could be making money with that. No. Oh my gosh. Oh. That is a choice. That is a choice. Speaking of, I did of the other website that foot photo could be on. I love you guys are like, that is a foot. Thank you. Thank you. Last week or the week before, I can't remember, when the Karen Reed trial was in, like the jury was having jury deliberations, there were a lot of people who were laughing because the live stream of the courtroom for Karen Reed, the camera focused on a fan. It was just a single fan, a ceiling fan. To which people were making jokes that there were like 30,000 people watching a fan, or 30,000 people watching only a fan. So I've kind of wondered, should I be getting like two little fans, and then if I have to leave my desk through streaming the trial, I can leave two fans? So it's only fans. It's only fans. Hi, Steph. Steph just came in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Exactly. It was the only fan, Salmon Bake. You guys got it, right? Yeah. 100%. So, yeah, let me know. Let me know if you guys would find that funny. Sneaky attempt at capturing a photo of a wild mirror. Ooh! I mean, again, creativity. Points for creativity. Points for creativity. It's a good time. It was a good time. Just double checking quickly one thing. Sorry, I just got a couple messages, so I just want to make sure that everything's okay. Yep, we're fine. We're good. We're good. Oh my goodness. Shauna, thank you so much for the PayPal that just came through. That was incredible. You've given so much today. That you didn't have to do that. Thank you very, very much. I so appreciate that. That goes right into the PayPal fund. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Also, if you have not subscribed to my friend Steph, please do so. Her link is in the description of this video. She reports on a lot of royal news, particularly to do with Harry and Meghan. And she's very good at it. She's very entertaining. You should follow Steph. All right, let's keep going. How to hide your identity 101. People do know that, like, photo editing programs exist, right? Like you could fuzz that out, or you could Photoshop it out, or something. And you could just, like, make a note in the ad if it doesn't look seamless, like, hey, just fuzz myself out of the photo for privacy. People will be like, yeah, that makes sense. Instead of this one hand popping up from nowhere. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jillian, I'm so sorry. This is a post-abdominal surgery laugh out of nowhere. I can't promise we're not going to laugh again. I'm so sorry. I hope you're feeling okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. But there are parts of this that are probably going to be very silly. Oh, Silky, why am I singing Mirrors from Justin? It's like you're a mirror. My mirror staring back at me. Except it's just a hand. Or a foot. It takes 3 to picture the majestic mirror. Oh my gosh. It is a big mirror. It's pretty big. It's so funny. I like this. This is good. They're having a good time. They're having a good time. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jillian, I always laugh with you. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope people have a good time here. I do. I mean, I want to have a good time too, right? Like, I don't want to sit here and be miserable. So, but it's great. Shirts are for dummies. No! No! There we go. Now it's censored. I'm sorry. Like, put on a shirt. Put on a shirt, please. Put on a shirt. And I'm not saying it like in like a I'm not saying it like, I'm not trying to body shame or anything like that. I just be professional. You're trying to sell something, I assume, right? Put on a shirt. I'm starting. I just saw somebody saying man in mirror, and now I've just got man in the mirror stuck in my head. So, thanks. Okay, closing my eyes. Okay. But how? Oh, the dog being like, how did this happen? How is this possible? He's so cute. He's so cute. I love just the look of bewilderment. It's an interesting mirror, though. But it's cool. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you for sharing your dog with us. We appreciate that. Crystal R's, no! From The Office, the no! Yeah, fair. Fair. Kyle, my moves won't be censored. I'm just saying, like, be professional! Be professional! It's not professional. The fun factor. Oh, okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow him to not have a shirt on. I'll allow it. And you know it was probably one of those situations where the kid just would not leave. They tried. Tried not. Pets in the mirror is the selling point, let's be honest. I agree. I agree. I agree. But they're having a good time. They're having a good time. That is a big mirror, too. That's a thick border around it. That's a thick frame. Wow. Banana for scale. Stop. I actually really like this. I do like the mirror, but it's just the whole, like, banana. I guess I've always, if I need to do scale in a picture, I usually grab like a can of Coca-Cola or something because everybody knows how big that is, and it's like there's very little, like, you know. Um, Bananas though can be very different sizes. But this mirror is bananas. Bananas. Mirror is bananas. Bananas. You're doing it wrong. The guy's staring at her. Why? There's the judgment on this man's face. Wow. Sam like. You didn't have to be in the shot, sir. You could have backed up. You could have backed up. Maybe he doesn't want to sell the mirror. I want to know what I want to know. I want to know. I wish this was a video and I could hear them like talking to each other because I feel like it would be funny. Kind of like a way to go Paul type moment. I'm just saying. What are they saying to each other? Wrong answers only in the chat. Let me know. Oh gosh. All right. But why? Oh, it's a puppy. He had to be carried. He is a little puppy in his mind. He is a little puppy who needs to be carried. That's cute. That's cute. I'm gonna look at the puppy for a second while you guys write your wrong answers. Just laughing. Let me see here. Yeah, pups sell more mirrors. You're right. The Tashia Poundstone show. Thank you so much. They do. They sell more mirrors. They sell more mirrors. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to the other picture there. Hang on. You're doing it wrong. So Shantae just his face is saying, I really want to show her how to take that pic, but I know she will me. They'd be like, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Can I use her my profile pic? Sam Big, stop. Stop. Oh my gosh. That's funny. You guys are funny. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Boom. Sneaky Attempt Volume 2. You know what, though? Good job. Good job. I actually, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I get it. It's awkward. But you definitely are seeing what is being sold. Well executed. Good for you. Good for you. We move in the shadows. Almost there? What? All the ways. All the ways you could have done this. No. No. I can't. I'm sorry. This is no. Oh gosh, the wallpaper too. Sorry. I just that's giving me flashbacks to one of our old houses. I can't. Yeah, Matora art. Ah! It's a selfie seat. Carbonized, thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she tried. Silky, she did. She tried. She tried very hard. Definitely a portal. What? Oh, is it like a closet above her? I mean, the cats and the dogs, like, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I mean, the cat kind of looks like it's seen things in the reflection, but I'm pretty sure that's probably just a flash, but you know what I mean. Definitely, pets can look a little disturbed with flash on. That's always a moment. It's part of why I prefer video for them, because I feel like you can see them better, and then I take, like, screenshots from the video. Oh, Sarai, oh look, a door to Narnia. Very much so. Very much so. It could be. Are those shoes? No, I think there's like clothes on a rack above. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. A casual attempt. I mean, own it. Yes. Like if I have to be in this picture, I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna have good angles. I'm gonna look comfortable. I'm gonna look relaxed. I'm gonna look in control though. Yes. Good for you. Good for you. The green carpet though, guys. What is with that carpet? What is with that carpet? It's fashion. It's fashion. But the carpet. Why does anyone have carpet that color? Does anyone actually like carpet that color? Please tell me if you do, because I genuinely would like to know why. Because for me, all I see is like puke green. But maybe it's associated with other things. Yeah, Anita's like, is that grass or carpet? It is carpet. Allegedly, it is carpet. Oh my gosh. Dreadnought, are you sure it isn't AstroTurf? I don't know. Jacksonville carpet. Jacksonville carpet. 100%. Is the dog inside or outside the mirror? I mean, outside, but like. Puppy. Puppy looks sad. Again, the things people choose. I mean, but it also, like, you could tell that they've got the angle down that they could have taken that picture with nothing, with no person or pet in it. But okay, you do you. You do you. Time for a renovation. I mean, this is like the plastic ghost edition, right? Like we had the bed sheet earlier, now we have the plastic ghost edition. Less environmentally friendly, but still there. Still there. I love you guys all talking about that grass. Like, no, no, no. I am not seeing anyone claim to like that color, which is kind of making me feel better, to be honest. Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah. Plastic ghost. Plastic ghost. Barely there. Yeah, dude, you could have just backed up a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Also, again, people putting their bare feet on the internet. You can get money for that. Please stop doing that. I've been told. Just don't. You're gonna end up on WikiFeed or something. Oh gosh. Sneaky Attempt Volume 3. I love Sneaky Attempt. I love Sneaky Attempt. That is a massive mirror, too. That would have been very difficult. Good for you. Good for you. I love the hand. I love the hand. I don't understand why it's not, you know, why you didn't Photoshop it out, but everybody's not maybe comfortable with that. I don't know. I don't know. Whew. The key is to turn it upside down. Oh gosh, the iPad photo taking. The iPad photo taking. It's If you take photos with your iPad, can you explain to me why? Like, is it easier for you? Is it more convenient? Because to me, it just feels like it would be way too much. I would much rather use my phone or an actual camera than a whole tablet. That's just me though. But I'm interested because I know there's a lot of people who do that. I've seen them walking around Disney with their full iPad and like, like looking around, and it's like I don't get it. I don't understand it. But maybe there is a reason. Denise, am I the only one who hates looking at feet? As someone who's had 2 bunny surgery, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't like looking at feet. I'm not. I'm no, no. I'm not. Oh gosh. Denise, yeah, I use my iPad because I'm blind. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Like I'm not, and that's what I mean. Like I'm sure there's probably reasons, but like for me, it just seems like it's too big. It's too big, and that must be so like inconvenient to carry around with you. That's all I'm saying. I also like with the Disney thing. Can you imagine going on like a roller coaster and putting an iPad in the compartment in front of you? No, 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 nope, nope, nope. The sliding puzzle thing. Oh, that it's the bottom of it is breaking off. I have questions. Is it? What in the puzzle place am I looking at? I have so many questions. Oh, Carrie. Carrie, hello. Hey, love you. Great job today. One! You got it! Congratulations! Carrie got a one. Yay! Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this mirror. It's uncomfortable. And it's like you can tell how funhousey it is because of the dimensions of where his legs are. I don't like it. I do not like it. Oh, no. Double trouble. Oh, no, 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 no. Nope. Nope. He's in both. He's in both. Just get him to leave the room. Just leave the room. Mm-mm. No. No, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Okay. How to become a scene from Picasso. I mean, yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Because like the frame is also mirror. I've had that before on a few of them. They're interesting. You know what, though, sir? Thank you for being clothed. Thank you. I appreciate you being clothed. It means a lot to me. I accept it. Thank you. Katie, I thought it was a toilet too. I'm not gonna lie. I did. And that was my first. I was like, oh, just the positioning. Why? Why? Like, carbonized. Thank you. And while you're doing your makeup, you can talk to your husband as he vacates his bowels. Isn't that nice? No. No. There are some things that should just stay private. That's my opinion. I love you guys. Oh, that wasn't a toilet. No, I think it was a bedroom. I think it was a bedroom, and he was sitting on something and getting up, and he just didn't have a shirt on. But yeah, I know what you guys mean because I thought it too originally. It was just the way that the positioning. It was weird. Two places at the same time. Oh, the kid. You know what? I normally would be like, move, but clearly, um, judging by what I'm seeing in the reflection and also the child, she's got a lot going on. Whoever is filming this has a lot going on. That's a big piece, though. Wow, that's huge. Where would you put that? I guess that might be why they're selling it. Like, it's big. It's really big. Yeah, Katie goes, what are you doing, Mama? Yeah, exactly. Why? 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 Just lean and click. You know what? Again, thank you, sir, for having a shirt on. Thank you for attempting. I respect it. I respect it. I give that a passing grade. I do. Good for you. Yes, Jackie Swan. That is fugly furniture. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a headboard. You guys think that that's a headboard? Hang on. Really? Why would you have a mirror on your headboard and then those like shelves? Because like to me that looks like something that would be on top of like a dresser because you'd have the shelves to like put products on and then that mirror is there to be like a vanity. Maybe it is a headboard. I have questions. Yes, and I do carbonized. Yes, the frame does seem off. I'm wondering if that is the lens of the camera that there's a little bit of like warping going on. Yeah, quite possibly. What happened here? Um, okay. Is that this is I have a question I've never asked before in my life. When you wear cowboy boots, what kind of socks do you wear? Do you wear socks that come up above the top of the cowboy boots or the boots like that? There may not be cowboy boots. I'm just the way that it opens at the top. It's giving me kind of that vibe. I have questions. Mom's J, I have questions. But the mirror looks nice. You carbonized is that person from Alberta? Stop. Wasn't gonna say anything, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Um, Denise, yeah, that's why I can't grab my other shoes at the moment. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, carbonized ankle boots. Okay, ankle socks. Yeah. Um, it's Jackie's one. It's a look. Choices were made. Shoes. Oh my gosh, shoes. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. Yeah, and Katie says, yeah, you usually have jeans. Like I normally would never see that, but I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing it now. Fashion. It's fashion. Lights and feathers. Oh, why not? Good for you. I feel like that was a big thing in like DIY communities. It was like framing your own mirror because there were some that were like really bougie and really expensive, and people were like, I'm just gonna do it myself. Give me fairy lights and some boas. I got this. I got this. I'm independent. But yeah, not a lot of versatility as a furniture piece. Thank you, Denise. Let's get some shiz. Let's party. I think you have too many shoes. I think you have too many shoes. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting, but I'm sure someone would love it. I'm sure someone would love it. It's just not really for me, but clearly was made with a purpose. Clearly was made with a purpose. Sailing a mirror. Oh gosh, stop the caption and then him sitting in the chair. You can't even see the whole mirror. You can't. Moving and can't take it with. Great, great sentences here. And you're sailing, but I can't see the whole product. And considering how big this thing looks, I feel like that's relevant, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I that looks like a monster. Monster mirror. Katie, art. Pretty much, yeah. Did someone mention art? Yeah, this is a whole bunch of what not to do. You're right, Katie. This is the instructional of no. No. I can't. Marsha, moving looks like sitting to me. That's good. That's good. Just I can't. 3 mirrors on the wall. Oh, yeah. There's the one on the wall, and then there's the 2 on the what? Or is there one and it's a I can't tell. Is there 2 and then it's a reflection? The X-Files theme just played in my head, and I wouldn't be like I could have had all those like numbers around my head of like how help. How many? Oh my god. There are multiple mirrors. There are multiple mirrors. It's trippy. It's a little bit trippy. Oh gosh. Yeah, KDRs. I am confusion. Why is this one Kansas and this one is not Arkansas? Explain. Yeah, Denise, that's a portal. That is a portal to the nether. Yeah, has a big mirror. But at least we could see the whole thing. You know, these people could have learned from that. Just saying. Just saying. Just putting that out there. A floral mirror. I mean, not a bad shot of the whole piece, I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, I could see this being really cute if you DIY'd it the right way. And it is kind of cute the way that it is, I'm not gonna lie. It's so unique. I don't hate this. Yeah, I don't hate this. It's fun. What do you guys think? What do you think? It looks very fantasy to me. I don't know what room it would fit in, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm interested in what you guys think of this one. I'm just waiting for like the delay. Ah, sorry. Jackie's what? I refer you to my statement about fugly furniture. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, and the seller is in the pic, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad compared to other ones I've seen. I'm just saying. Shante, I would paint it black with some glitter. I'm just saying, yeah, you could do stuff with it. You could absolutely do stuff with it. Flash sale. Oh, stop it with the flash. I will say we haven't seen that a lot through these. People haven't done the flash. Good. Don't. There's other ways. There's other ways. It is a sneak attack, though. It is a sneak attack with the flash. So, points deducted, but yeah. And that's it. There we go. There's our What the What. Thank you, everybody. That was fun. Can we get some love in the chat for producer sister, who is in bed, who is sick, who is doing her best right now? We love you, producer sister, and we hope you feel better. Well, you guys, I normally would stick around for another 15 minutes or so, but as I've said, I'm trying to do a lot of prep right now for the trial, the Alec Baldwin trial. So I have a lot of stuff I need to go through. So honestly, 15 minutes for me right now is a big deal. So I am going to wind down this stream. I would ask you guys to please consider liking and subscribing and leaving a comment on this video. It would mean a lot to me if you would be willing to do that. Um, sorry, I'm like, whew, gosh. Yeah, it would mean a lot to me if you'd be willing to do that. And I do just, again, want to say so many thank yous to, producer sister for getting that all ready for me, for Tingle for getting me on air today. I so appreciate you. And thank you guys all so much for being here. Much love to all of you. I'm going to roll the outro. Thank you for being here. And much love to you all. Bye. I have to do the outro now.